Finally, on the program, some Kita residents have commended Nkana Water Supply and Sanitation Limited initiative of introducing prepaid water metering system in some low-cost areas where billing was a challenge over the years. The coming in of the prepaid water meters has equally increased the utilities revenue collection base. Details in the following report. Nkana Water, in collaboration with LAISON Technology Limited, has been rolling out these prepaid meters in areas such as Kitwe Squacha, Buchi and Bulangilo townships. This is aimed at bettering its service delivery.
Prepaid metering, this is one of our strategies we have identified as Nkana Water that will help us to enhance the revenue collection. We did identify this because of the challenges we are having in collecting revenues, especially in our low-income communities. So what we did as Nkana Water, we first decided to do a pilot project because this is a new technology which is, I think, it hasn't been done by any of the utility companies in the country. So as Nkana Water in 2012, we decided to run a pilot project in Wiantanshi where we procured 240 meters just to test run and see how the project will roll out. But this project, unfortunately, didn't work out well because of the type of the meters we procured. We didn't end there. We continued to shop around. We had to go now to LAISON. I think this is a Chinese company where we procured 1,500 meters. We did install these meters in Kwacha East. It was also on pilot basis. It ran from 2015 to 2018. And we were happy with the results. I think it gave us what we wanted. The prepaid meters were able to recover the debt which had accumulated over time. And by 2018, we decided to roll out. So we had to go now and procure 14,000 more meters, which we have installed in Buchi, Kamitondo, Wiantanshi, Bulangirilo, Kwacha East itself. Prepaid meter is our strategy in such a way that it helps us to reduce the debt. What we saw is that our debt was building by month. Every time you bill, you find that what we are collecting was less than what we were billing. So the debt kept on building up. Now, with the coming of the prepaid meters, we've seen that the debt has started reducing, especially in the areas where we have installed these prepaid meters.
The coming in of these meters has improved billing for both the company and customers.
Our strategy in installing these prepaid meters was in the low-cost category, like I mentioned. Why we had to pick low-cost? This is an area where we had challenges in collecting revenues. Our revenue ratios, collection ratios were in the range of 40%. But now with the installation of the prepaid meters, we've seen that the collection efficiency has even risen to around 130% because we are collecting for the current as well as 40% from the arrears. So this has helped us improve in terms of the collection efficiencies.
The implementation of such a project has come at a great cost. No wonder the company is urging the public to desist from vandalism.
Of course, the prepaid meters will come with some challenges. Human beings by nature, there are some who just want to beat the system. The meter that we've installed is very, very good. It's so smart such that if a person wants to tamper with it, we'll easily tell as a company. So what is happening now in areas where we've installed these prepaid meters to avoid the customers to avoid being noticed is that they've resorted to vandalizing our main lines, which has become a challenge, but we have an inspection team that is going around to ensure that they pick these perpetrators of vandalism.
The customer interface provision is yet another deal that comes with the prepaid meters.
This is a customer interface unit. This is the one that is used to communicate with the meter. This is where we we use this gadget to check for the balance in the meter and also to input the tokens that we've bought in the meter. The advantages of a prepaid meter are obvious. You plan your consumption, you plan how you control your consumption. You actually even know how much you've consumed in a month at the end of the day. It's as easy as that. You can choose to buy water or not to buy water. Instead of waiting for a disconnection, you can control your water usage. In short, it's power in your hands when it comes to water usage.
Since the installation of these prepaid meters, water rationing and accuracy is being recorded.
Customers are able to purchase their units through their phones. If they can't come to the office, they can use their phones through mobile money. They're able to purchase these units and other payment platforms. Yeah. So in terms of accuracy, we from time to time get a few meters on our test bench, and we're able to compare what the customer consumed and what the meter reading is against the measurement on the test bench, and these in most instances are comparable. So the prepaid meters have a valve, okay, which is controlled by the battery electronically. So once the customer purchases the units and they enter the unit number, it will send that signal to the valve to open, and they are able to consume and use that water until they remain with 1 cubic meter. The valve will shut, and if they press on some number there, the valve will open, allowing them to use that remaining 1 cubic meter, which is 1,000 liters basically.
Nkana Water Supply and Sanitation Company Limited remains indebted to improving the services of its clientele base through these innovations.
We are saving some water in that the customer is now water-wise, but the quantity I cannot say right now, because we are in the process of demarcating these areas into DMAs, where you can know what you are putting into an area, the amount of water you send into an area against what you bill. So if we have this set up in all areas, we'll be able to say how much we are saving there.
Some residents talked to are happy with the introduction of the prepaid meters.
And the benefits of this meter is that we don't have disconnections, and we can borrow water when we don't have. We can borrow. We can just place the is this the meter? The meter, then it starts working. This one is better than the other we had before.
I think the prepaid meters are better because they are more manageable compared to the old way, the way we used to purchase water, or whereby, let's say, if you do not have enough funds, and then they just come in and disconnect for you. And then on the other hand, also is to the greatest advantage, such that, let's say, for those people that are in debt, immediately you make a purchase, at least instantly right there, and then they get to deduct from the debts that you are owing. And then it's also to the greatest advantage that you are able at least to purchase water starting from the lowest as 20 kwacha.
LAISON Technology Limited is behind the manufacturing of these prepaid meters that meet international standards of automated meter reading. Mwakoinje Kwam, ZNBC Focus in Kitwe.